Good morning, everybody. So I woke up and I decided, as I do every morning, to go take a check on my little babies in here, my little veggies. And just in case somebody asked me the other day, this is an air purifier I keep in my house. Yes, it's a little bit on the as they say, as the kids say, OD side, but yeah, I just kind of like fresh air in the house. But anyway, this here is where we're at with the garden. So, and if you notice, my tent is a 2x4, but I got two 4x4 grow lights in here, and that's just so that each corner of the tent is actually covered with light. I do not want any dark areas because pretty much, as you can see, I have plants everywhere in here, so I don't want to waste anything that I have. But I kind of wanted to just give it a little interesting update. Now this here is my tomato plant, and we actually got some tomatoes growing here, as you can see. However, I didn't really think I was going to get anything else because it was so many plants in this one pot. I had one in every single one of these little holes here, and I thought it was going to get stifled. But look at what I found. As I've heard it say, life finds a way, and these guys are growing. Take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm still waiting for the other tomatoes to get, I think these were the yellow tomatoes, the baby yellow tomatoes that I did. But this is absolutely amazing. This is a yellow tomato plant, and it is a dwarf plant, so it's not going to get much bigger than this, although it probably could grow bigger. It's just, you're supposed to keep this more into like a bush variety. So I'm going to learn my lesson like I did before, and not let it get out of hand. Over here, of course, is my melons, and look at that. Just beautiful. These things were very tasty. These were called the mini yellow watermelon. Excuse me, everyone. I got the frog in my throat this morning. So, over here, this plant, this this cucumber plant is called the Space Master plant. Now, it's all over the place. And I just have to admit, though, this plant is a hardy plant. I have cut this thing, I have pruned it, I have bumped into it, I've done all kinds of stuff, and this thing just continues to grow. I was so disappointed in the very beginning because all I could find was male plants. And I'm like, okay, so how am I going to get cucumbers if it's all male plants? But eventually, the female plants came in. Now, this is, again, the variety that I have to actually hand pollinate. And I couldn't bring myself to actually break the plant down and just wait for the next, cucumber variety that I have that is open pollinated. But I've decided to, not really pollinate much more of this because I want to go ahead with the open pollinated variety. But if you take a look, this plant is amazing. You got cucumbers up here. Then I've got several cucumbers over here. Then I've got tons of cucumbers here on the side, down here. This plant is just got cucumbers going everywhere. And even down here, take a look at that. All back here underneath all this yellow foliage. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I didn't even know this was even here. Okay, so like I said, this plant is hardy. This was one I didn't know until about several days ago. Look at this. I didn't even know it. So the plant must be somehow, because I have a fan in my tent, and the fan is supposed to keep it cool and so on. So I'm wondering if the fan is doing that good of a job with some of these plants, some of these cucumbers, where it's actually pollinating them for me, which is amazing. I don't mind at all. This is the Socrates one I was telling you guys about, and this thing is just, this is ridiculous. And I say ridiculous in a great way, because take a look at this. All of those little things you see there, those are baby cucumbers. This plant is not even a month old yet, and it's already producing baby cucumbers. Look at that. It is crazy. I'm like, whoa. Now, the only disappointment right now I see was my new seedlings. If you take a look here, I'm a little sad. because these are incredibly leggy. This one on the end here is a cucumber variety, and I'm not happy with how leggy that is. And these are tomatoes in the middle, and those are extremely leggy. And that is a pea plant, which is great. And this is another mini watermelon plant, because I'm here to tell you guys, you got to try that mini yellow watermelon. It is a small variety. You can grow it in your house. You do have to hand pollinate it because it is not open pollinated, but it is very, very tasty. And this here, the strawberries, look at that beautiful strawberry plant, and that is a stevia plant. This, my friends, is something I could have never have told you that I was going to actually end up growing. I do not even know how or what to expect from the stevia plant, but I thought maybe I'd just go ahead and give it a try. It is sitting in a hydroponic tank like everything else, and it's actually amazing. I do want to taste the leaves because I have never tasted a true stevia leaf, and I hear it's sweet, but I want to give it still some more chances to grow. As you can see, there's a lot of buds coming in throughout the stalk of the plant. It is a hardy plant because it hasn't fallen over or anything. These strawberries are absolutely amazing looking. I have yet to see a strawberry though, so I'm excited, but then, you know, of course, I want to hopefully see some strawberries and see some fruits of my labor here. But as it stands, it's starting to get a little cooler here in my state, and it is not bad though, because with cooler, I don't have to worry about everything getting too hot and plants dying. But hopefully this will be enjoyable for everybody. I am excited about doing this. I cannot wait to get another batch of things growing, you know, and eventually, as awesome as this cucumber plant is, eventually it's going to have to go, because as you can see, some of the leaves are starting to die back because the plant will eventually have given up its last cucumber. But it is just an amazing plant. Again, this is called the Space Master variety. But I hope everyone has a very safe and happy day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.